I'm Jenny Stokes, the Research Director at Salt Shakers, and it's a really important day for Victorians coming up, with the Victorian election to be held on November 27. This is a day when all Victorians need to vote for members in the lower house, the Legislative Assembly, and also in the upper house, the Legislative Council. Every Victorian has one representative in the lower house and 5 members who represent them in the Legislative Council. So it's important to know who the candidates are and what they represent. What are their values? What are their beliefs? Do they support the sort of things that you support? Or do they have anti-Christian views? It's really important that you know. One of the things you need to know is how the current MPs, many of whom are standing for re-election, actually voted on the important life, moral and family issues that were voted on during the last Parliament. And so what we've done is we've collated all of those votes. We've looked at how each parliamentarian has voted on a range of issues, including abortion, euthanasia, cloning, homosexual relationship registers and surrogacy for lesbians. It's really important that you check that out. So we've got a spreadsheet available, all of the names are there and how they voted. That makes it really easy for you to check it out. And so you need to do that by looking at our website, saltshakers.org.au. And on the front page is a link to our election campaign page where you can read all the information. We've set up a separate special Victorian election page, and on that page we've posted the documents about how the MPs voted. And as well as that, we've got a link to the Life Vote website, and that's where you can look at how your MP voted on the abortion bill, the abortion law reform bill that was passed in 2008, and how each Member of Parliament voted on the various amendments that were put to try and make the bill less offensive. Unfortunately, all of those amendments were defeated. On our election page, we've also got a link to an amazing video called A Story About Life, and it's been produced by Pro-Life Victoria. It has the amazing story of Melissa Oden, a woman who was born when her mother was pregnant and had a saline abortion in America. And in Victoria today, babies that were born in that situation are just left to die. That's an indictment on our state. Peter Kavanagh, the DLP member who moved a number of amendments in the Legislative Council, also explains what the abortion law entails. And so it's important that you look at that video and share it with your friends to tell them what really is happening in the state of Victoria. Finally, on our election webpage, we've actually got the Christian Values Checklist, and that's where Salt Shakers and a number of other groups get together. We look at some of the key moral issues facing Victoria, and we look at how the parties stand, the actual policy positions of the parties, sometimes based on their voting record and sometimes on party platforms. And what we do is we rate the parties with ticks and crosses so that you can get a really quick snapshot as to what the parties actually believe. In this election, the Greens are vying for votes, and there's certainly a trend in the community to increase that. But they're not just an environmental party, they're a party that's already talking about social engineering, in particular the introduction of same-sex marriage. So before you vote in the Victorian election, we encourage you to be informed. If you don't know your electorate, if you don't know your candidates, we've got links on our election page to help you find out all of that information. So I hope you check it out. saltshakers.org.au.